So many anime from Summer of Anime 2015 is ending. Next week is going to definitely be a dead week, because not many series are coming out next week. Only certain few individual series are going to be ending next week, like Overlord, and then that's it. Like, I think we're only going to have maybe a handful of series. So I guess next week I'm going to be using that time to catch up to some series. Maybe, Ace of Diamonds, Critical No Basket, maybe Ippo, who knows. But I'll say right now, next week is going to be an easy week. I will have to see, and maybe I can finally sit down and get back to my backlog. Anyways, getting back on topic to Himouto. This episode concludes this short little mini-series that I think we all enjoyed quite a bit. If you made it this far, I think we can all appreciate the comedy that the series has given us, especially with Umaru, and, some of the slice-of-life comedy to the way the interactions were with the characters, and, the way the mangaka has made this little theme to where it's like a family comedy series, to where if you had a family, if you have a little sister, or a younger brother, or if you're a father, or a parent in some way, I feel like anyone could relate with this series, and it's continued that trend throughout the entire series until this very episode. And seeing the way it was done, especially with this finale, with a beach episode on top of that, it was a fitting way to end the series. Because this is summer. It is still summer in a certain way, even though fall is pretty much here. I like how this episode ended on a summer theme, because it's the final episode, and it's the best way to have a summer episode. It's like, summer's coming to an end, so before summer season ends, let's have a beach episode, and enjoy it to the fullest until the season's over. And I like anime that do that. They save, like, their themed episodes, like summer-themed episodes, towards the end of the series, and then, it kind of lets you feel like the season is over. That's what it feels like to me. Like, when I sit down and watch an anime season, and I see, like, maybe a fall-related episode, or maybe, like, a Christmas episode in Christmas, around Christmas time, it just really suits the atmosphere of the season coming to an end, and it just feels like it's all over. So, yeah. Summer has come to an end, and it's kind of a good closure for summer, especially with, Himouto coming to a close. And yeah, I mean, even though this series is nothing original, and it's nothing that I could say would be the best of this anime season, it was very popular. It actually surprised me how fast Himouto took the internet by storm. Like, there's a lot of memes of Umaru. I see constantly people talking about this series. And it's definitely became a very popular series. I didn't expect to reach this level of popularity. But whatever the case may be of what made this series very popular, maybe it's because the quirky characters, to the voice acting, to just the relatable comedy, it's a series I think we will all miss, and maybe hope for a season 2. So before I end my final review of Himouto, I want to ask the question. After knowing what you know now, after watching this series for this long, this entire season, would you honestly sit back down and watch Himouto once again? See this all again. Knowing what you know now, would you? That's a question I want to ask, because I know for a fact I would. I've had good enjoyment from it. It's been very funny. And it's made me laugh constantly each week, where I could think back on my life and see some of the things I actually have done and been accused of doing that Umaru has done in recent episodes. So yeah, I definitely would probably rewatch the series if I knew what I knew now, but I'm asking you, Chibi, would you do the same? So yeah, I mean, series, what would I rate the series now that it is over? As a comedy, it was funny, but I'm gonna say a flat 7 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10, somewhere around there. That's probably what I would rate Himouto. Now, it's just my personal preference and opinion. Let me know what you would give this series, and what do you feel about, this series coming to a close. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.